there, sexy souls. How are y'all doing? We're about to do the week ahead. I was shuffling things and everything. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. Like I said, we're gonna check in, see if there's a message in regards to the week ahead. It could either mean something happening this week that Spirit's going to inform you of, or a shift of some sort, or maybe the planting of a seed that they just want to give you this week. May not be with an event. We don't know until we dive in. So that's what we're going to do. We're about to dive in. I was getting a slight, but now I'm yawning. Okay, so definitely energy moving through. I felt like there was a, okay, I'm getting, there was a closing, like, you know, when the muscles in your throat start to get tense or tight and kind of squeeze. Not for like anaphylactic, but, you know, a little bit like, what am I going to try? What am I trying to say? Like when you've been sick and so you've, like, the muscles become really tight and tense. Release. Okay, now I'm yawning a lot. Oh, okay. So there are, when I yawn, that's that can be a lot of energy moving through me as far as downloads and spirit goes. And so I would say there may be certain things that you have to speak on or express in regards to spiritual messages that are coming through. Like, you may be the channel for something. And if you hold back, because that's really where the constriction is, or maybe we'll find out if you need to hold back and not share some of the things that are coming through for you from spirit, right? Because when I yawn like that, I'm not even tired, but like, and that was all of a sudden, and I feel like another one coming on. There's a lot of spirit moving through. Oh, wow. I don't yawn that much in a row, guys. So that's very rapid energy flowing through you, spirit, channeled energy downloads. It has something to do with the throat, though. It may be a mere acknowledging what's coming through, or either expressing or not expressing. We'll have to dive into that. But okay, let's do our little disclaimer. You're a sovereign being of your life, which means you get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. Again, it's 4 in a row. That doesn't happen. That's like, I'm like, instead of my sneezing, I'm yawning. Like, y'all know me, I sneeze like 7 fucking times in a row. And it absolutely irritates the shit out of me. I do not yawn like this. I don't yawn like this, especially given if I've had coffee and everything. I'm not tired at all. But there may be a lot coming through. You're prepared to have a lot of messages and connection with spirit coming through. Prepare for that. To the effect that either you may find yourself being more tired during the, like, going to bed earlier, or like because to hold and channel that much energy can be tiring and fatiguing, right? So if you feel called to it's just a lot is what they're giving me for your body. But it's very much connected to some type of expression or truth or things that need to be spoken. Like, when I think of expression, I think of like it being shared. Okay. I'm trying to center myself so I quit fucking yawning. I'm like, please stop, spirit. All right. Yeah, disclaimer. Let's go back to it. You're a sovereign being over your life. You get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. So whatever you do, don't Cinderella shit to make a fit. New era elements. I heard the word resurgence. Oof. Like when a dam breaks. Like there's a resurgence of energy. You may have a resurgence of divine energy that you have. I get the sense of like used to tap into. It's like coming back full force. So you may be coming online full force again. And it's like, it's an adjustment. But it's like quick and fast. Like there's a major resurgence in your energy field of spiritual connection and the divine and downloads and things like that. So you very well may be coming online very potently, is what I want to say. It may be a bit, I don't want to say overwhelming, but it may be like take you back a little bit, because I get a sense of somebody who like your clairs are like firing on all cylinders, whichever ones you're connected with. I see you getting nudges and hints and there's a distinction, they say. So you know how like sometimes you can get stuff and like you're like, is this my intuition or is this like, things can get cloudy and foggy? It's not cloudy and foggy. There's just something's firing on all cylinders. So if you feel like you have been half of what you used to be, something is happening to bring everything back online, and you're going to be at your full, like 100%. And as a result, you'll notice a difference in how your body is responding. Like your body's going to respond in a way where you're like, oof, it's a lot. Let's just put it that way. But not in the sense where it's like, you're not getting sick. I don't feel like, you know, people talk about things like ascension symptoms and blah, 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 blah. It's not that. It's just like, whew, like you're really online is what I want to say. And so as a result, you may have to take a pause, or you may find yourself sleeping more at night, needing to rest, because it's a very distinct difference in energy levels. I feel like your energy level is increased, but also like you'll see a distinct difference. You're going to be able to do a lot more than you have for quite some time. But on top of that, your body's like, yeah, I need to rest. Whew. It doesn't feel bad. I just feel like going, whoo, I haven't felt like that in a long time. That's really what I want to say. All right, Spirit, tell us about the week ahead. Share with us what you got. Okay, yeah, I fucking told you. There's a breakthrough in regards to your spirituality, your divinity, your gifts, any of your clairs. We got the Hierophant. And I feel like saying, because the High Priestess really is one that would really describe your spiritual connection, your spiritual gifts, the etheric. But this is usually when this is like as above, so below. So this is a breakthrough in your reality, in your life right now, because it's a very masculine energy, and it's the kind where it's not just like information or like a spiritual development, or like this makes a breakthrough in your life. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is about. Now I know on here it says failure, and that's because a lot of people, you know, in the realm of Seven of Pentacles, that's when you plant your seeds and you're cultivating the ground and you're tending to it, and then you just kind of have to kind of wait. It's that period of gestation and development and things like that. So you wait to see evidence of. This is evidence within your 3D reality. So it's almost like Spirit is, that's kind of like, oh, I not only, it's not just receiving messages. It is messages that are then replicate it external to me. So like this would be downloads, premonitions. This would be, it's not just an idea, I feel more connected. It's my body is responding. So there's 3D responses. Like it is impacting your reality. And so there is a breakthrough in regards to your spirituality here. Resurgence, rebirth. So you may have been in a period where, again, like the death card, the phoenix burned down to ashes and before it rises again, right? Like that period, that liminal space. Page of Wands. Oh, you are back online. Like your spark is back, your inspiration is back, your passion is back. Like you feel like your life force is back. The Tower. This is going to make, they want me to put it right here. This is huge. Okay. Tell me more. Like, yeah. Abundance. Oh, shit. So this is going to make a marked difference in your life because this is all about a 180 switch up. This isn't, I said evidential. I'm trying to figure out like how they want me to use that. This is like, they give me like evidential mediumship, evidential psychic readings, you know, where it's like, it's not just giving you information that you can't then go back and prove. It's like, I don't feel airy-fairy. I don't feel like, oh, am I going crazy? No, this is something that your reality drastically changes. There's an abundance that comes in. Your life does a 180. And this, it ushers in some kind of longevity of change, a different change. I want to pull a different deck. So let's talk about that then. If there's a breakthrough, and this is actually like coming through as far as your impacting your 3D reality. Like this just feels like a dance between spirituality and the human reality, the human existence, where it's as if they both kind of become immersed with one another. It's like a co-creative situation. Sometimes we can find ourselves really bogged down in the human existence and the reality of this world. And then sometimes we find ourselves escaping into the etheric, into the field of possibilities, into potentialities, rather than them merging together. I feel like there's this, and so we don't feel, there's not a unity between the two. And this is feeling like a very much so a unity. You may have felt like you had some things limited or cut off. Like you were never, again, they're giving me never firing on all cylinders, right? So like you might have, you were never completely without your spiritual gifts, or the connection with spirit, but it felt like a radio channel that goes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out as you're driving, right? It's like hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss. And it's like, wow. This feels like it comes on, that's when they're saying it comes on full line. It's as if it's like, I feel like you're going to be surprised at how consistent this connection is. Like it's always there. Like you might actually test it and it comes back. Like the feedback each time is, yep, still here. Yep, still here. Yep, still connected. Yep. And you're like, oh my God. Because somebody's been hit or miss, hit or miss, hit or miss. Okay, we're going to use Sun Night Tarot. I'm going to clarify a little bit on the Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like there is I feel like saying with the breakthrough of your spiritual connection, of your spirituality, comes a breakthrough in your reality, in your human existence, right? And so it's kind of like they're happening in unison and they are intricately connected. Like you couldn't separate one from the other. I just get the sense of somebody like feeling like Spirit says, like I see somebody walking down the street and Spirit's like, oh gosh, you know what? Let's go over to the, let's go catty corner across the street. And you're like, okay. And you do it and something immediately happens as a result of doing it. It's almost as if it's like you're walking with a friend. You know what I mean? Like that kind of conversation with Spirit, that kind of connection with Spirit. There's no delays. There, like the radio station is crystal clear and always on. Ooh, and that's the reason why it may take some time for your physical body to adjust to that level of. Because it's been a while since it's had such clarity. Ooh. We have the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. That's victory. This is the idea of you've been in despair. You've processed it. You've moved through it. You've moved past it, beyond it. You've acknowledged the 2 cups that were behind you. What is in alignment with you and the direction that you do need to go. And you've even picked those bad boys up. And now it's time for success. Like this is all the work that you've done. So it's almost like I feel like saying, this goes a little bit to yesterday's money reading where we were talking about following what Spirit says to a T. And that leads to, it's as if Spirit was like, just turn around, bitch. Are you serious? Oh my God. You see those 2 fucking cups? Pick those bitches up. In fact, before you do that, turn around, pick the 3 up, put them back up on the wall. Okay. We don't leave a fucking mess. Say goodbye to those cups. Okay, now you can turn around. You see those 2? Yes. Pick those up. Okay, good. Okay, ready? Now that's the direction we're going to go. Like, that's exactly what it is. It's like, and the more you listen, the faster things move along. This is definitely success. It's like your intuition is unencumbered. Lovers and the 10 of Swords. There is a choice in moving on despite what has happened in the past. And the way that he's positioned, there was a willingness to go through this. I mean, he's not laying on the ground. He stood the fuck up. And all these swords are coming from the front. Anytime I see swords from the 10 of Swords, it's like you went into this of your own accord. You may have even brought some of it on yourself. But it's almost as if it's like I walked this path knowing what would happen. Knowing full well. This is utter surrender. This was your choice to surrender. This was your choice to surrender. Your choice to surrender. Okay. What's that got to do with the Hierophant really quick, please? We're going to move these out of the way because you know this is how we're going to do shit. Talk to me about the Hierophant and the 7 of Pentacles. What is this breakthrough? The breakthrough is your surrender, your willingness, and your choice. You're choosing to listen to Spirit. You're choosing to walk that path. You're choosing to walk towards success and victory. You're choosing to get out of that despair. You're choosing to change your reality. You're choosing to walk your spiritual path. That's what it is. The in and out may have, from before, may have been because you weren't 100% yes. I want this connection. Yes. I want to stay consistently online with you. Yes. I want to walk my spiritual path. You may have been waffling or wavering, and you have chosen unequivocally, they've said. You've chosen unequivocally. Like, there's no doubt. Like, even if you were given the opportunity to turn back around, you're like, abso-fucking-lutely not. You surrendered. Okay. And the Emperor. You've taken control back. You've taken control back by surrendering. Okay. Tell me about the Death and Tower. Clarify that for me. Shit. These are very fast, quick changes. Holy, 8 of Wands, guys. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is always the fastest moving tarot card, period. The 2 fastest are the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I want to remind you that Major Arcana doesn't give us the specificity or the details, and therefore really are not as reliable when it comes to timing, okay? And speed of things. They are more about the energies at play, the energies that feed and fuel and are behind any shifts, changes, developments, phases of life, okay? And so when we're looking, you know, the Knight of Wands is more about the impulsivity, the quickness of choosing, and is usually as a result of a person. Now, traditionally, in the majority of older decks, the 8 of Wands doesn't have a person in it. This one does, okay? But I would like to say this person is scaling, following the path that Spirit has laid out. This is like a ladder out of the depths of something. And it's as if it's like, because you've chosen to work with Spirit, to walk your spiritual path, whatever that may look like for you, right? This isn't just for like healers and divinate, but your spiritual path. Okay, that's for everybody. And to maintain, like, I feel like you have chosen to make Spirit a permanent part of your experience here on earth. And therefore, you're crawling out of this fucking hole. Spirit is giving you each step to the ladder to get the fuck out. That keeps with the theme of when in traditional, like, Rider-Waite, there's 8 wands and no person, because this is Spirit-led. All right? And so, given that it's Spirit-led, frequently, or generally speaking, always, they're saying always, and I'm resisting. I'm like, okay. When they do it, it's unobstructed. They can move it faster than any human. Unfortunately, with the Knight of Wands, sometimes when we take it upon ourselves to make something fat, like when we're the ones that are behind the energy of swiftness, it's hit or miss. We strike it out of the ballpark sometimes, and other times we fall flat on our fucking face, right? That's the Knight of Wands energy. And they go, well, maybe we should have thought about that one a little bit more before we did that. But this is Spirit. This is a unbelievably rapid transformation. This would be like the kind of transformation that is less than weeks old. It's like first off, 8 of Wands talks about 8 days, right? At best. It's almost like giving yourself 7 days, and then the 8th day, the change is permanent, right? It's like that kind of thing. This is fated, again, Spirit-led, okay? And the Death card really does talk about the surrender that's required for this. And so if at any point you were resisting some of the things that Spirit, they're just giving me, you may have just recently went through a couple of things where they wanted to, I don't like it when people act like Spirit tests you, but it's kind of like they may have put a couple of things before you. And I'm feeling like very, very recent, like within days, where it's like, are you going to listen to me? I need to know if you're going to listen to me. And so you may have been given some instruction that really had no purpose. And you're like, okay, what the fuck did I do this for? I keep bumping it. I'm so sorry, guys. And they're like, we just wanted to see if you were really ready to take the steps. Because I want to say that maybe, no, I was going to say that maybe what they put before you to see if you would do was less than, it's like, they wanted to know, they want you, it's, okay. Are you going to react how are you going to react? It was to show you. Almost like where you might want to make some adjustments. So if you've been given instruction to do a couple of things and then you're like this because this needs to happen, and then it's like, well, you did it but nothing happened, and you're like, why did I fucking do that? Like, why are you having me do this stupid shit? Like, if you've been given instruction, it was to see if they keep saying not so much for them, but to prove to you where the difference is. I feel like sometimes if there was no benefit or productivity from an action or from doing something Spirit asked, then you may have thrown a fit. Like, I feel like, so they're saying like you would have given up. Okay, thank you. So it's kind of like you're like, oh, I'm not going to listen anymore. So I feel like there was several things that you followed through with. And they're like, okay, so this is what it looks like. And it was almost proving to yourself that you were going to show up. So so when you change a habit, you have to remyelinate your brain, like creating a new neural pathway, a new norm. And it's almost like, you know how like they tell you to do a habit for so many days to make it, and it's almost like that, what that was. It was kind of like they're acting like it's to prove something to you, even though I feel like you're like, what did it prove? But if you've noticed, they want you to look back now. If you followed through, if you followed suit with certain things that they've asked of you, despite, I feel like saying, if you do this, then this will happen. And it's like, well, I did it and this didn't happen, but you still kept following. You're like, okay, like that's true surrender. That is, I'm actually surrendering to this idea. There's this idea of taking the guidance that I am given. And I feel like there's been a time in your life where Spirit has given you guidance. Like that might have been the also added to the in and out, in and out, in and out, where it was like you begged for guidance and Spirit's like, but you, every fucking time I give it, you don't do it, or you half-ass it. It's like you might start doing it and like halfway through you're like, oh, but this is even better. Oh yeah, Spirit, that's what we'll do. And Spirit's like, I didn't, what are you fucking doing? Why are you changing shit up? Like, don't, and I understand this because I have had family members where it's like they will place responsibility of decision making on me, and then as soon as I make the decision, they go and fucking do something else. Like, can I tell you, I'm like, quit putting me in the place of, and then it's like, oh, this went so wrong. And it was like really easy for them to play the perpetual victim, right? Because, oh my gosh, but this really seemed like, and I'm like, I fucking told you. Like, why do you ask me? That's what I feel like saying. And so this was reestablishing a particular rapport. Like, if I'm going to help you by sharing information or saying, hey, this is the easiest way out, like, are you gonna fucking show up? Like, why ask me for help if you're just gonna turn around and think you have a better option? Like, at some point, seriously. And so that's kind of what it feels like to me. So that there's been this like, and even Spirit's like, it's not a test. It's just you need practice. You need practice at following instructions. Oh, I know somebody's human ego's like, you bitch. Okay. So the idea with the Tower is it's fated. It's like inevitable. It is Spirit-led again. Like, this is something you didn't have control over, right? This is something that Spirit And I think that what you've been asking for, in all honesty, the change that you are seeking, you're at a crossroads and you want a transition, but it's not a transition you can do by yourself. In fact, it's one that Spirit needs to lead you down, especially if we're talking about it's your spiritual path. I've chosen to walk the remainder of my life and existence hand in hand with Spirit. To never turn my back on. To have this relationship from here to fore on out, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And they're like, okay, but that means for us to get you from one circumstance to the other where that's a possibility, you have to trust us. So you can think of these things also as like a trust fall, right? Like, let's practice. You need to know that I'm going to catch you. And I need to know that you're going to trust me. And so it's almost like Spirit needed to know that you would trust them, despite what something might look like. And it was like, and it was a practice. It was a practice trust fall. That's exactly what it was. And so it was a practice trust fall. You know, some days, because I know by the end of this, I'm going to forget that shit. It was a practice trust fall. Oh my God, Jimmy. Well, I just ripped that paper. A practice trust fall. So there might be some other trust falls. So of course with practice, you're not going to get the actual result. But with the real thing, you'll get the real result. Practice, trust, fall. All right. So Spirit's going to get you out of this depths. You know, like this is a deep, dark underworld. And Spirit's paving the way out of it. It was this despair. And when I literally when I was like, they were like, turn around. You see those two cups? Okay, now you're gonna pick them up. No, pick them up. Don't quit paying attention to the 3 cups. Turn around and pick up the 2 cups. Turn around and pick up the 2 cups. That's what it feels like, honest to God. And then poof, as soon as you do, victory. So you had to, this is a trust fall. You have to trust Spirit. Okay, so now tell me about the, yeah, we're still going to go with that. We're going to get a different deck for that. The Page of Wands and the 9 of Cups. Page of Wands and the 9 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles, that's working together. Answering the call, which I just said this. This is a very specific call. This is your spiritual calling. The Moon, spiritual calling. It's like working together and to answer your spiritual calling. Working together, building something. Working on your spiritual calling. Give me something specific for the Page of Wands. Being back online and connected like this is going to bring in a wish fulfillment in regards to your spiritual calling. Bitch. What did I just say? 9 of Cups. Strength. Owning. This is owning. Page of Cups. And the Fool. This is ushering in. Okay. So I feel like the strength has everything to do with your willingness to trust. But it's almost like in trusting Spirit, you trust yourself. Like maybe you didn't trust yourself to know when to trust Spirit. It's almost like your lack of trust in Spirit really was a lack of trust of yourself. Like when you get afraid to make decisions or to follow through on something, it's because you don't trust your own discernment. A wish fulfillment. Page of Cups. This is a brand new offer. Look at that. And there's a rose there. Dogs. I wanted to say earlier, I was feeling, for some of you, Hecate might be very prominent right now. And that may be who has been spearheading this practice trust fall with you. You may have, but yeah, because dogs are a representation of, or a symbol, or kind of like an indication that she's around. That is not necessarily for everybody, but that might be pertinent for some. Okay, and so there is a protection around this new beginning, this fresh start, and it ushers in. You have to have strength, you have to have trust, you have to have faith with this brand new beginning. You can't have the seeds of doubt still talking to you, and you have to conquer that. They cannot control you. So that's what that was about. This new beginning will come in, this new path, having something to do with your spiritual calling. There's something more. I want to say so much about the Page of Cups, but what the Page of Cups brings in is wish fulfillment. What you've wanted all along, what would truly, genuinely bring you personal, sincere contentment and joy and happiness. Okay, I'm going to ask about the Page of Cups really quick. I was asking about the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is like, it may be a new way to achieve your wish, your desire. So it may be a new way or a new avenue to fulfill your divine calling. But it could also be a part of the resurgence, right? Because it's like something comes back online, something comes back to life. Page of Wands is like the flame is lit again. Is taking up a torch for something. It's almost as if something is brought in, like you're ready to answer the call to your divine path, your spiritual gifts. And so Spirit brings in a torch for you to take up. That torch, to some degree, may be... Oh, we have dogs again here. Shit, fire saving matches. Well, these look... Okay, these could be wolves. This actually doesn't look like so much like a wolf. It looks like a dog. I didn't see that there. That's just for some people. Oops. I did that on accident. So let me pull some more on the Page of Cups really quick. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Please explain that to me. So to pick up this torch, okay, I get it. To pick up this torch, Page of Wands, because that's you. The page is you. It's like starting out on this path again, or a new path, period. You pick up this torch. You share your light. You're at the beginning of that. But see, it's like a resurgence. So there's some familiarity with this, but it's like another go at it. Coming back fully online again. So you're picking up the torch for your spiritual gifts, and this Page of Cups coming in has something to do with your ability to take actions. It is the way to take action on your desire. So the Two of Wands is all about choosing how you want to take action. on your desire, your passion, which is the Ace. Okay, so give me more on that one. Son of a biscuit eater. King of Wands. Woohoo! Unmatched confidence. So, you know, the Nine of Swords kind of like gives us this fear, anxiety, uncertainty with it. Worrying about the worst case scenario. But we have the Page of Cups, which I feel like is something coming in towards you, is the thing that helps to address, how do I take action? Which is probably the reason why, because the King of Wands has no hesitancy taking action. He is focused. He has follow through. He has drive. He has confidence. He has perseverance. There is no stopping him. He's the court card that is the epitome of Rhino spirit. There is no obstacle that could get in his way. So funny enough, the idea, the Page of Cups addresses, I feel like, the thing that stands between you being this, taking action with confidence, follow through, drive, motivation, passion, determination, undivided focus. Like there are no fears, anxieties, or difficulties in the way. This Page of Cups addresses that. So that's the reason why the Page of Cups allows the Nine of Cups to come in. I still don't we're going to pull from a different deck. I still don't know exactly what that is though, because I feel like we can get specificity right about now. Like, this is okay. We're here. It's here now. So, and maybe when you were not 100% following through with the guidance that Spirit was giving you, it's like, why would I usher something in for you like the Page of Cups if you're going to be wishy-washy about some shit? This is all about getting, like, Nine of Cups. It's exactly what you want. It's exactly what you desire. It's what you have asked for previously. In regards to your spiritual talents, your spiritual gifts, your spiritual path. So tell me, it helps you to pick up your torch and make your dream a reality, make your wish a reality. I need a better, where are we going to go with this? Okay, thank you. Archangel Tarot. Because the idea of the Page of Cups is it's something that's coming towards you. And we have angel wings there. See? Judgment, which was you're answering your call. So there's a sense of like Spirit pulls something in. Okay. It keeps giving the idea that Spirit is overseeing this. You're being guided. You're being guided. Something about the Page of Cups is kind of like I fucking swear to God. They were like, here, kitty, 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 kitty. Like, I swear to God. It's telling you, it's like, I think before, when you were wishy-washy, Spirit would have been like, here. And you'd been like, oh, I get a better idea, Spirit. Like, that doesn't feel right to me. So I feel like I've probably misunderstood you. And so and it's like, oh my God. So there was no use until you got to this place. That's why the practice trust fall had to happen, because you're being guided. That's the entire fucking point of the star card, is the North Star, following the North Star home. It's finding your niche. But it is like following the North Star home. It's leading you. So Spirit is leading you in the right direction. It is putting you on the right path. There's something about it, Hermit being like they're trying to guide the Hermit. You've been trying to do it on your own. Again, this transition, this crossroad, to step onto this path, you must rely on Spirit. You cannot do it alone. This is one where, because if you two are going to be walking hand in hand for the remainder of your existence here, this door is only opened by Spirit. Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands. It's only opened by Spirit. You cannot open this alone. You can only enter onto this path with Spirit. And so you may have been trying to, because I had like let me show you the ones that it was. It was the Three of Swords, the Moon, and the Two of Fire. These things. This was getting in the way of you being able to take action. So that's Spirit trying to, so whatever comes in, it allows you, it is the door opening to your wish fulfillment, to your desires. And Spirit's like, this requires Spirit. It requires Spirit. There is no getting to this without Spirit. There is no, this door does not open just for you and you alone. Period, point blank. A little bit more about the three. Yeah, so you have to go together. That's what it is. Like, that's why they're calling you up. Like, you have to, because this is the co-creation. This is working together. They're like, you cannot enter in unless we are in this energy. We are on this, in this type of alignment. This particular path that you're saying you want to do. Where your spiritual self and your spiritual gifts are so enmeshed in your 3D reality that you can't discern one from the other, because whatever is ahead of you, beyond this door, beyond this threshold, is intrinsically wrapped up in your connection, your unfettered, unwavering trust and connection with Spirit. It's the thing that you've been desiring. And if you have been going, where is this? I thought you promised me this. It's because it hasn't shown up yet because of your... So there's something is full on this week with your connection with Spirit. And it's almost as if it's a no going back type of decision. Like, you have hit that point of, I'm fully trusting you, Spirit. No matter what. So, okay, nope, this is Hermetic Tarot. Okay, so, and there's going to be, like, I feel like saying there's immediate evidence of this in your reality. Okay? You did something today. It was either yesterday or today where I feel like your reaction would have normally been potentially unhinged. Like, I feel like you're like, okay. Like, there's this thing where it's like, you may, like, even if you didn't blame Spirit, you'd have been yelling to Spirit, like going to them like, why is it, like, I don't know. Like, even if you didn't yell, like, you would have been triggered. You would have been angry. You would have been doubtful. I feel like as recent as this morning, like, or today, because obviously you know, and you just looked at spirit like, okay, well, I did this. And I hear somebody like saying multiple times, like, no, I want this. No, I really want this. Like, despite maybe this practice trust fall, it's like, no, I really want this. Like, you are sincere. Okay. Shit. I fucking cannot. That's a third 9 of Cups. You know, this is so personal to you because it's you. It's who you are. And there's something about your spiritual path and your spiritual calling and your spiritual gifts that is so wrapped up in the fabric of who you are. This feels like a very personal, very intimate, very emotional success. To achieve this wish, this desire, like, speaks to you, to your infinite self. This feels like the freedom. It's not validation. It's the freedom to be you. It feels so, we have 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Like, seriously, 3 times. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, please. Knight of Swords, absolutely about leaving some shit behind. There's something about persevering despite a lack of success. And now you can finally move on. This is going over the threshold, guys. You leave the 8 of Cups to get to the 9 of Cups, guys. You've been sitting on this side of the fucking door for so long. And you are literally this week walking across the threshold onto the other side. You deserve this. This is in alignment with you. You're in perfect alignment with it. I feel like saying there's a sense of justice from past lives wrapped up in this. You really, truly have achieved something. King of Swords, 9 of Swords. You are... It's almost like surgically removing the 9 of Swords. This is probably what you're leaving. This is what you're leaving behind. This is your justice, your reward for making this change. You have done a 180. You are the 180. You are the 180. And you've just done something that cut it out. It's like, I'm ready to be that which I'm being called to be. Unequivocally. I am ready to be this. And so you are. Tell me about 3 of Cups, please. Okay. Clarify the 3 of Cups. This is manifesting and bringing into reality and making things so as you so choose it. Things that are in alignment with you. It's like you have a choice now. I feel as if it's like, you are one with spirit, and therefore you can make this happen. There's the Page of Wands again. You are one with spirit. Because this is all about, Lovers is about two becoming one. Magician is, I have the capacity, the capabilities, and the mastery over, and I'm able to wield, and you're only that because two have become one. You have become one with spirit. And now you can pick up this torch. You can pick up the torch because of that. Something new can begin. Something new in the realm of your passions can begin. Why did you choose the Three of Cups to describe? Why did you choose the Three of Cups? That's the Eight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. It is definitely something you held yourself back. This is like the threshold. It's like, this is one side of the door. This is the other side of the door, or gateway, or portal, or whatever you want to call it. And especially when Two of Pentacles are like this, where they're not weighing the options of where they direct their energy and which one they put emphasis on at this point. This is literally about taking that next step. This is entering that portal. And you were holding yourself back. Because unless you became one with spirit, you would not have been able to answer this call. You would not have been able to attain your wish, your desired fulfillment, what you had said you wanted to do. And so now that's what this is. It's the idea of, okay, but I want to know about the Three of Cups. I know we have not addressed that. There's some very specific reason beyond just abundance that you have chosen that Nine of Wands, Six of Swords, the Hanged Man. It's like the resistance, the you have changed the way your approach. Again, it's giving like the dam has been broke, the resurgence, like, you know, like all of it can come rushing in. Nine of Wands is the perseverance that it took. It is the caution, the defense. There we go. I was trying to think of like the right word. Defensiveness, like constantly being on the defense. And you've changed that. You've been on the defense when it comes to spirit. This, oh, thank you. I know some of y'all already grabbed it because it's pretty low-hanging fruit, but for whatever reason, it was like eluding me. And that's probably because it eluded you for quite some time. But this is your intuition. This is your connection with spirit. This is just the water is representative of your spiritual gifts, the psychic connection, the your intuition, the influence of spirit. And it's just pouring in. And with the Six of Swords, this is the transition. So your utter trust and total, your union with spirit was always the thing behind the Ten of Pentacles. Three of Swords, because before there was a separation. That's what the Three of Swords is. But you have brought things back into harmony. So I would really like to know if this is going to take on any more tangible forms within the 3D reality this week. Just this week. Like, what can they expect to see in their life? What might they see to confirm, not like to confirm this beyond just the feeling and the knowing, like what's going to actually happen. So, son of a biscuit. All right, the Secret Tarot. And then we will wrap it up. Like, tell us some more of the tangible things that are happening as a result. Talk to me about some of the tangible things that will be happening in their reality. 10 of Wands. Some burden is being put down. So, there's something that's going to be, there's a burden that you're facing that you've been having to face alone. Now that you're in union with spirit, it's as if it gets addressed. I want to say a burden is going to be removed. Yep, that's what that's saying. You're going to be able to put it down, walk away from it. Things are turning in your favor. So today, a burden of yours, a heavy weight, it's getting removed. Okay, that's one thing. A burden is being removed. You just get to walk away from it. Son of a biscuit. Come on now. What else is going to happen? And I mean, how many burdens can one person? I mean, I'm just saying. The idea of this is the surrender. So it's like, it very well might be that, because the 10 goes to the ace, right? And the Ace of Swords is about the path being cleared. So it's like, there's not a fight to have this burden removed either. There's not a struggle to do that. It just is. It just is removed. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. Tell me about any tangible things that are going to come out as a result. Oh, shit. Well, that Page of Cups. Somebody very well may come into, is definitely new. It's for you. The idea behind the Knight of Pentacles, you couldn't get a better offer than this, that you couldn't get a more secure, like this is a very integral, promising opportunity or offer with the Knight of Pentacles. And so it's kind of like, it is something that's new entering your life. And so you, even though you're the Queen of Pentacles, you may feel a little like, oh, okay. But I mean, the progression here, Page, Knight, Queen, like, and taking up the torch, you're being guided to take this. So something new might present itself. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles and what realm is this going to be? Something very new, like the Page of Cups. So a burden gets to be put down and it's going to be removed from your path. Something new is going to come into your, you have the capacity, even if you feel like, oh, I'm kind of new to this, you have everything to make this shit pop off, especially because you're in unison with spirit. And then Knight of Pentacles is kind of like, this is something you should absolutely follow through with and take. Spirit is guiding you to pick up a torch. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles, though. Tell me about this. Is it an offer? Is it an opportunity? What is it exactly? Can you get more specific? Ooh, son of a biscuit eater. Are you serious? Eight of Swords. Whatever it is, it certainly makes something more crystal clear to you. Eight of Swords is like, I don't know, but this is like, nope, pick up that sword, move forward, be decisive about this. Eight of Swords about the Knight of Pentacles. This may be something that you have hesitated to do previously. Oh yeah. And it may be because of the newness of it, or the, I don't have as much familiarity with it, or this may just be the energy of starting over. We did talk about resurgence, re-picking up the torch, feeling like, you know what I mean? You're a Page of Pentacles, but really you're a Queen of Pentacles. And they're like, this is Knight of Pentacles energy, okay? This is right. This is solid. This is secure. Tell me, let's do some different cards about the Knight of Pentacles. If I don't feel like I fully capture what they're saying about the Knight of Pentacles, like, is this like, so it definitely feels like something coming your way, like if I were to give you a piece of candy, you want a piece of candy? Like you didn't ask for it, you didn't, you know, and I just approach you, like it just comes out of nowhere, but it's like, oh, sure, yeah, kind of thing, you know? It's like, help me understand the Knight of Pentacles, because I can't walk away from it until I feel like I've addressed all the energy attached to it. Okay, Ace of Swords again, King of Swords. I swear to fucking God, if I could have gotten the first time, I would have, Spirit, but I don't know how to articulate this. I get the energy. I need words. Words. Well, those are words. I mean, swords is about, oh, and in the beginning we were talking about communication. Okay. Well, the King of Swords would be the face of truth, communication, intellectual pursuits. We're going to put these back. We're going to leave this. Six of Pentacles. It's like the King of Swords goes, here, take my sword. That's the Ace of Swords. It isn't something being offered. They keep showing me everybody's got a hand coming out. Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Even the King of Swords is kind of like, it could be an offer or a communication that comes in of a new, that would be very beneficial to you, that would really help out. So we're going to leave it at that. I'm just going to say there is some type of communication or offer on hand for somebody where you are being given the opportunity to kind of like pick up a torch in regards to something. I don't know if Spirit is really confident that you're just going to do it. And it's funny, I'm like, well, why wouldn't they? Are they going to have doubts about it? And I know we saw the Eight of Swords, and I do understand before you might be like, oh, you may experience hesitancy, but Spirit has no, like internally, like you're thinking in your head, like, oh, I don't know. But something's going to present itself and you're going to take it because you feel guided to take it by Spirit. And even if you question something like, I'm not certain, you're going to do it. Like Spirit has all the confidence that you're going to do it. You're going to follow through. So something will be on offer. It's definitely something new. Could be a job, could be a project. Okay, what about anything else this week that we will see that's tangibly happening in regards to the fact that they walk through this portal with Spirit, this union? Okay. Definitely some level of work potentiality. Maybe even a job offer. There's the Knight of Cups. Because Judgment is like, it's about making decisions and choosing. And the Three of Pentacles is that building up, right? Okay, Seven of Wands with the Nine of Swords. If you have any fears or any doubts or anything where you're like, oh, when something presents itself this week, Seven of Wands says, hey, know your worth. Be confident. Stand in your power. Okay? This is, you are more than capable of this. You're more than ready and you're more than, this is great. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Seven of Cups, Two of this don't make no sense. I'm feeling a bit sassy today. I don't know what it is. I'm like, all right, Spirit, come on out. Five of Pentacles, King of Wands, Seven of Swords, Three of Wands. You may feel like you lack something. I think this Three of Pentacles is trying to address something that it's trying to bring something that you don't have into your life. King of Wands is like, is going for it with gusto. Seven of Swords is a bit of a concern that you're kind of like delulu, and that you're deluding yourself, or that maybe, probably because, okay, so you're on the heels of that practice, trust, fall, and it's like, oh, you're being told to do things, and you do it, and nothing, it's not productive, nothing happens as a result. This is where you're like, so this may be your sense of like, like, am I being stupid? Am I being delusional? Am I in thinking that this is going to be, but it does bring in, the ships come in from this. So there is something on offer. They don't want you to hesitate, but again, they keep saying you won't. So that's the thing. I can't get away from that. I do feel like there's like a final call, like there's a choice being made, or like a decision being made about you. So something is being put on offer. They want me to go again. I really feel like, we just asked this and we did two things that looked exactly the same. The burden is getting removed. You're being able to just walk away from a burden. I don't know how. I don't know why. It's like it's just like, poof, it's gone. And then this is kind of like, there is something on offer that you might be uncertain about, but they're like, they have no doubt that you're going to take it up because it's going to allow something to come in. We've got what else is going to happen in their 3D? This is the last one, Spirit, so you better make it good. I literally just said that to them. Just one more way in which this is going to show up. This is all about taking some time off. Jesus. Ensuring your cup is full. This is leisure, pleasure. Hanged Man is also like being able to take a pause. Four of Swords is like being able to take a vacation, a break. Tell me about the King of Cups. So something else is like, I assume if a obstacle or a burden is removed, like there's a definite sigh of relief, because that thing gets cut out. And so there's this idea of, now I can take a breather. I can chill, I can relax, yeah, definite change. Hangman also mentions that. There's a definite change. I still don't understand how this feels like a leisure. My cup is full. Now I don't have to pour this out into just anything. I get to be selective. There's a sense of selectiveness. Why are we bringing that up again? All right. So Knight of Swords and Wheel of Fortune may come to this, but we already know that. That's kind of like talking about shit. Like, we're talking about tangible shit. We already get it. We beat that dead horse. We're ready to move on. We're looking for the tangible ways that this is going to show up, because obviously, High Priestess, your connection with Spirit, you get to put something down. 10 of Pentacles. That is, you now have got spiritual help. 10 of Pentacles is everything from financial to emotional, being financially, emotionally, everything happy, basically. Things are in alignment. You know what? I am not going to just being a dead. Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, Hermit, Judgment, Seven of Wands, Death, Ten of Cups, Tower, Eight of Swords, Fool, the Wheel. Yeah, I don't know why those stuck out in my hand. I wanted to go over it just to see what was there. I'm going to leave it at that because, like, I'm trying to get tangible, and if they're not going to give me tangible, then, I mean, it very well may be that literally there is a burden that is immediately removed, and you're like, holy shit. And then something new kind of pops into your life where something is offered where you specifically feel like, oh, I do. A part of you is like, oh, I'm not so sure if I can. Like, there might be a little bit of self-doubt. But you take it. You just fucking take it. You're like, okay. And third, you get a fucking break. There's something where it's like, you know what? Now that the burden is put down, I'm going to chill. Like, you may actually choose to do some things this week for you. But it's like Spirit changes something from being difficult into easy, pleasurable. Because the two of you are working together, and Ace of Wands. This one doesn't feel like, I'm not clarifying it, Spirit. I'm not. We've done this long enough. If nothing else, this week, the pilot light comes back on within you. I'm gonna like it like the light. It's reignited. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. That's not, I mean, maybe not nearly as tangible, but whatever, right? Okay. Well, I hope this finds whoever it's meant for. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys later this week.